I'm Maluma Joshi,
And I'm Aluma Danny.
my beautiful assistant and also wife, and we're going to tell you what you need to have minimum in your riding gear. So without further ado, I have my lovely, beautiful assistant with me to help out with the gear that I wear on a daily basis to ride with. So we're going to start off with the first thing that you should ever buy when shopping for gear, and that's a helmet. Now, the best thing about my Scorpion EXO is the fact that it's Snell approved. Snell approved, Snell approved. Now, the best part about it being Snell approved is the fact that if you wanted to go to a racetrack with this helmet, you would be allowed to, because Snell means everything in the race world. You're a dork! Oh my god. The second best thing about this helmet is the fact that it is...
Snell approved.
It's Snell approved. It's Snell approved. And the other part is for the safety that you get with this helmet, you get it for a really good price. I think I paid right around $160, which is amazing, considering that you can buy an Icon helmet with cool graphics on it. Graphics for a much more expensive price, or you can get the Snell approved top of the line safety helmet for dirt cheap. Yes, it's plain black, but my wife has also helped me out with kind of tagging it a little bit to make it my own. We've got the Aluma Joshi symbol, we've got the Illuminati triangle with the all-seeing eye, and we've got the Stay Woke on the other side, which is fantastic. So, I mean, if you really want it, you can customize it. It's an extremely safe helmet. Now, what I'm going to say is, it is kind of noisy on the road, and I notice a lot of kind of wind gets in between the wind dampener, or whatever you want to call it. So it can be a bit noisy, but it's not too bad. It's definitely bearable. So another thing that I like about the Scorpion EXO helmet, for one, is this, which is really hard to do one-handed. I'm not even sure which way it goes. Is that it? Did I just do it? I think I did it. One click down allows a small bit of ventilation through the visor itself. Right? You've got two top vents. One, two, and then you have a chin vent, which you can't see because my camera stuff is in the way. And then on the back side, you have two huge vent ports, which work extremely well for keeping the heat out. They work well. Yeah, so get you a Scorpion EXO. It's the best helmet for the cheapest amount of money, if I can say that. Now, next we're going to move down to my Street and Steel jacket. Now, my Street and Steel jacket is awesome. I happened to find it on sale at Cycle Gear for a pretty good price. I think it was right around $199 when I bought it. I'm not sure if they even still make it, or if they're even still selling it, but I can tell you that we've got good armor in the elbow. It's really loose on my wife. We've got good armor in the elbow. It's got some accordion style fabric in there to stretch to your needs. It's got really good elbow pads in it, or shoulder pads in it, rather. We've got really good spinal protection. Hopefully you heard that. And it's got venting everywhere, which is my favorite part about this jacket. Is the venting. You've got two very large vents on the backside, You have two more on the front side, and then you have belt loops, adjustable arm straps, and I mean, jackets for the most part are pretty basic. I will say that it is not waterproof, which is kind of a downside to it. And in the summer, it can be quite warm. Now, on to the boots that I wear.
What are those?
I do not have any special type of riding boot. One day I may get some, but what you want most in a riding shoe is you want the ankle protection. Because with the ankle protection means in the event of an accident, I don't know if you've guys seen the video, but there's a video on the internet where there's a girl riding in tennis shoes. Her and her boyfriend have an accident, and her foot actually breaks off. And that's because there was zero ankle support. So what I wear are Carhartt brand boots. I guess they're just work boots or cowboy boot style. And they tend to do the job extremely well. They're very comfortable. They're broken. They have a lot of support. And I'm very happy with them. I'm extremely happy with them. Now, when it comes to using a boot to ride in, just know that you don't have to go with an expensive, showy brand boot or, I can't think of any other brands right now, but you don't have to spend a crap ton of money on a boot because it's a riding boot. You just don't have to do that. What you need is good ankle support, a good sole, a good toe, a good heel, and at the same time, having this ridge right here is also really good because you can put that on your peg so that they don't slip off, or so you have a sense of where you are pretty much constantly. Now, for my gloves, I've seen videos kind of bashing the Built brand. Now, I'm not sponsored by Built. Built is a Cycle Gear product. And out of all the things that I could choose, Built is an extremely cheap glove. I think usually when I get these on sale, they're like $24 or something like that. Now, as you see, on the back side, there is a plastic knuckle cover armor thing. The glove completely is made of leather with this kind of suede stitching in it. I'm assuming that's just for style because I'm not really sure how much suede would do in the event of an accident, but there is still leather underneath them. And let me tell you something. I've had Built gloves since I've been riding. I started riding at the age of 17, and that's been about 9 years now that I've been riding. I've always had Built gloves. I've never had a reason not to have Built gloves. And I had my first pair for 4 years, 4 or 5 years. And the only reason why I got rid of them to switch out for yet another pair of Built gloves was the fact that the strap ripped off. And there's actually a video of when that happened. It was just a ride with some music. But it happened. I stand by Built gloves 100%. There is no need to go out, in my opinion, and spend $140, $150 on a set of gloves when you can get pretty much the same protection at a much, much lower cost. Now, I know people are going to bash me on the internet for that, and to be completely honest, I don't really give a fuck, because I stand by that product. When you have a product that's been as good to you as that has, I mean, you can't really down it at all. You just can't. Built's been a great brand. Glove-wise, I don't know how much I would go with any of their other stuff. I personally never tested any of their other stuff, but their gloves I stand by. Now, my absolute last piece of equipment that I ride with is going to be my Sena SMH 10. Now, the 20S is out. I'm pretty sure the 30S, I do believe, is getting ready to be out. But the 10S for right now, I did have an SMH-10R. The 10S for right now does everything that I needed to do, minus the FM radio, which, let's be honest, most of us have our phones connected to them anyway, and if you've got Spotify like I do, then it's not really a problem. If you would like to have the FM capability, go with the 10H, not the SMH-10, or the 10S, not the SMH-10, or the 20S to get the FM radio. But as for a good, cheap comm system, the 10 is plenty enough. It does a wonderful job. It has, in my opinion, the speakers are okay. I think they could be of better quality. I've heard that the 20S speakers are fantastic, but they're really good for what they are. Plus, you get the 1-year warranty. With the 1-year warranty, anything that you do to the Sena that's not an accident, like a motorcycle wrecked per se, is covered under that warranty. Now, I've purchased an additional warranty because I plan on having this helmet for a while. My favorite part about the Sena is the ease of use. It's a really big jog dial, and then a single button. To set it up is super easy. If you have gloves on, go ahead and press the button, honey. See? Very simple to use, which is probably my favorite part about the Sena, because everybody knows that when you have big, thick, heavy gloves on, it is absolutely terrible to look for small buttons, and the Sena SMH-10 has given us this very convenient jog dial in which allows us to operate the menu, the volume, calling, pretty much everything that the Sena offers for that price. Now, it does, I do not have the boom mic installed, I have the wired mic installed. I have talked to my wife on the phone while riding the bike, and she can hear me clear as day. So communications are really, really, really good with the Sena operating systems and the way that they pick up everything that needs to be said. That way, people can hear you clear, whether you're talking to someone on the phone or whether you're comm to comm to another rider. Everything works good. That's why I love the Sena brand. It just works. Now, I paid like I think it was $154 for my Sena SMH-10. Once you start getting into the 20S, you start getting a little more expensive, but they do quite a bit more, if I'm honest, such as the FM tuner, voice automated control. You just say, "Hey Sena," it turns on, it does some pretty cool shit. But if you're looking for a basic comm system, I definitely recommend the SMH-10 made by Sena. Now, when it comes to vlogging in its own, the microphone that I'm using, which I'm not going to be able to show you because it's on my lovely assistant's head, is a Sony ESC3CM is what I do believe it's called. I probably butchered that name. If so, it's okay. I will put the link in the description to all of my gear so that you can get a really good perspective. This adapter, although I do not use a GoPro, I use what's called a Get Up, which I know it sounds fucking cheap, and it is. I mean, it's like $160. It's not a GoPro. It works. It shoots in 1080 at 60, which is all I really wanted it to do, and it has external mic hookup. My adapter has come from Amazon. My case has also come from Amazon. In my opinion, if you're going to be drilling a big fucking hole in the side of a case, it's probably better to do it in a $10 case than it would ever be to do it in one of GoPro's $20 or $30 cases. That's my product reviews. That's what I ride with on a daily. I hope this video helps you guys out. I hope you liked it. If you did like it, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And as always, have a good one. Peace. You gonna make the Illuminati symbol for me? Peace. Peace, guys.